And
Same.
right, yeah. And so I am going to read No Matter What.
All right.
No matter what the world claims, its wisdom always growing, so it's said. Some things don't alter with time. The first kiss is a good example, and the flighty sweetness of rhyme. No matter what the world preaches, spring unfolds in its appointed time. The violets open and the roses. Snow in its hour builds its shining curves. There's the laughter of children at play, and the wholesome sweetness of rhyme. No matter what the world does, some things don't alter with time. The first kiss, the first death, the sorrowful sweetness of rhyme. So you gave me first up on yours. You have any initial?
This is one of the most tastefully done rhyme schemes I've seen in a minute. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this is when the poet like really like takes it to a next level.
Yeah, that's
you
a yep.
you still have that rhythm, you still kind of have a
Mm-hmm.
playfulness, a bounce, but they're
Mm-hmm.
not tied to any sort of strict meter or any
Right.
sort of strict rhyme scheme. They sort of let it they sort of let it develop.
Mm-hmm.
And to rhyme with the word rhyme and
Mm-hmm.
time,
Yep.
this is meta. This is almost like
Mm-hmm.
when Hamlet said the play is the thing that will
Yes.
reveal the content of the king. um yeah, it's very meta. And it's sort of the way it sort of rejects the world, and it makes sense to know a little bit about the poet that you're reading.
Mm-hmm.
Because we would think that the world, she's Mary Oliver, we just talked about how much time she spends in nature.
Right.
So, what is the world to Mary Oliver? The world is something that claims. The world is something that preaches. The world is something that does. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
as opposed to, nature is something that, from my last poem, nature is something that offers. Nature is something that is available
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
to everyone. And those are some of my first impressions.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm glad that one. The reason why I chose this poem is because I think again this one shows highlights the subtlety, um, and there is artistry here.
Mm,
And so, just like you mentioned, rhyming, using the word rhyme, the way that the way that the rhyme is in here, it is meta. She's like kind of making a comment,
hmm
and I think with the world, that kind of goes to some religious imagery as well, where in Christianity, the world is sort of all the societal um kind of aspects of life, kind of the societal poles and the demands of society
hmm
are kind of represented by the world, where you have like the world and the flesh and these kinds of ideas. So you know and yeah, something that this poem reminds me of is kind of reminds me of a villanelle,
mm,
just because of there's something about the three stanzas. I know villanelle is not, it uses tercets, but there's something about that number three and the repeating refrains, and even how some of the refrains are changed a little bit, like, no matter what the world claims, no matter what the world preaches, no
mm,
matter what the world does. But then I love how, in each stanza as well, we talk about time, right?
right.
So some things don't alter with time, but then spring unfolds in its appointed time, and then we come back to that some things don't alter with time,